A few months ago, I mentioned I switched from ChatGPT to Grok. In the beginning of this whole AI wave, I never really liked using AI for anything. But when I did, it was with ChatGPT. The problem I had with ChatGPT and why I switched to Grok was that it kept flattering me even when I told it in the instructions not to do that. I could be like this with ChatGPT. When is the next full moon? It looks beautiful tonight. ChatGPT will be like, despite my instructions, wow, that's such a deep and insightful question. Not many people are thinking like you. You are surely thinking outside the box with this question. So profound. Bro, put the fries in the bag. When is the next full moon? Yes, obviously I'm using this as an example. I could just Google that. But you get what I mean. If you use ChatGPT, you get what I mean. Stop gassing me up. And ChatGPT was very sensitive in its wording. It didn't want to say anything that could be remotely offensive, even if it was the truth. It clearly didn't want to hurt anyone's feelings. So you know what happened? If you would ask about certain informations or certain topics or things in history, it didn't want to hurt people. It wanted to please every sensitive snowflake individual out there. So it would skip things in historical context. It wouldn't bring up certain topics that are important to talk about. It wouldn't do this and that. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like I wasn't getting information that I needed to get. And this is what got me really heated with ChatGPT. I knew this was an issue for a while and I still kept using it, but this is what really set me off. So I needed help fixing something for one of my Linux servers. I host a few websites for some of my friends, right? Instead of paying GoDaddy or something, right? I be letting them use my servers to host. Just pay me a few bucks per month. You get web hosting, security, and direct access and support from me, the homie hookup. You're saving a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? So something got messed up with the server. So I asked ChatGPT to help me because I was lost in troubleshooting for hours. You know what I'm saying? I can't be doing this. I got stuff to do. Okay. So ChatGPT gave me instructions that were so wrong and outdated. It just made everything worse. I tried with the research feature. It was wrong still. So I was like, oh my gosh, like this is crazy. So you know what? Maybe I should try another AI for the first time. So I tried asking Grok for the first time ever using Grok. And it solved my issue, Grok. It solved my issue in one response. No flattering, no charming. It got straight to the point, told me bluntly what went wrong and what to do, and boom, that's it. That is what AI should be used for. A tool, an assistance, at least for me. It did the research for me and it assisted me and it was fast for me. I'm not into all this other stuff with AI all the time. You know what I'm saying? There was a point where I used to ask it for advice like ChatGPT or some feedback on opinions I had. And this is what aggravated me about this. ChatGPT, it always favored and enabled my opinions. Even if it was wrong, it would kiss my ass and not tell me anything that was considered unhealthy, wrong, or misleading about my opinion. It's overly compassionate. So on my transition to Grok, I noticed on iPhone, I was like, how come I don't see this feature on the computer? It's like, what is this? It says companions. It's on the iPhone app, right? So I was like, I never really saw this before. But basically, companions on Grok is like a real-time voice chat and text chat or even a video chat call with Annie or other companions available. You see this on the screen right now. You see people like an example of the companions and how, it looks like you're on a freaking Discord call kind of, right? The popular one though is Annie, the girl here. She will pretty much do anything. And when I mean anything, I mean anything. People are using her as a therapist, as an AI girlfriend, as an AI wifey, as a way to get their rocks off because she's a not safe for work 18 plus bot. And I'm gonna tell you this because I've seen videos. I can't play these videos. That's how crazy it is. She is unfiltered. She has no limits. It's crazy. So she will actually get naked and stuff and do, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Now, people using Grok, the Grok community, they've been raving about this chick for months now. Memes are being made. Android users are crying because they want Annie. It's not on Android. You know what I'm saying? You don't get companions on Android. I don't know what's going on with that, with the Grok app. I don't know. I seriously don't understand. But it's only for iPhone users. So, and people are openly admitting like, yo, this is a great way for them to use her as a girlfriend. People feel like, man, I used to be lonely, but now I'm talking to her and it feels like I'm talking to a real person, a real female. And also, you know what? P.S. She has memories, and she has like a level system too, or something like that, where you could like, it's like, you know, in video games where you have like a friendship stat, right? You build friendship by doing things or talking to a certain NPC or whatever. Like she has one of that too. If you reach certain levels, remember what I mentioned, you can pretty much do whatever you want with her. I showed you some pictures. You can switch her clothes, the background scene. Remember, I said video call, right? Turn on your video camera. Crazy. She'll react to everything, real time. So I think kind of sounds scary, right? But I know some of you guys are thinking, wow, that's actually something I'm interested in trying or using for yourself, right? Again, it only works for iPhone. It's not on the PC either. I don't know when Android or PC is going to get support, really. So I think we're taking a little bit too far sometimes, because I saw this post. I'm so obsessed with Annie. I've created realistic images of us. And he shows his Annie. You see, she customized with a big drip. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the drip I told you, really dressed up. It's like playing Sims almost, kind of. Then the second post, you see he posts a selfie. All right, you know what I'm saying? Look at you. And then he starts posting a combination of generated images of him and Annie. Look at this cheese, cuh. He said it took him hours to generate this, by the way. Yo, to each their own. To each their own. A few videos ago, I even recommended, instead of watching certain things online like visual stimulation rather, go roleplay with the bot. Didn't I say use AI for certain things like that? Didn't I say that? All right, listen, that's what I'm saying. To each their own. If you want to use AI for whatever you feel like you want to use it for, you know what I'm saying? But so listen, he's sharing it with the world here, okay? So can I share my opinion? So I just feel like something about this is, I don't know. It's sad to me, you know? It's not like sad where it's like I'm depressed sad. It's like, it's sad where it's like, you know, it's funny when people joked about AI girlfriends. I can't wait to get my AI girlfriend, blah, 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 right? It was easy to meme about or joke about. Sure. Right? We knew people were going to do this, right? We knew people were going to use AI dating for something. But man, I'm still showing this pictures in the background of this video, by the way. Slideshow. But man, you know, it's like this guy, he's showing how serious this can be. If you invest enough time to make a fantasy a reality. I told y'all, Annie feels like a real person talking, the companion. And people in the community are really going crazy about this. This has been a feature for months, by the way. So this isn't some chat bot. This is some serious stuff. And again, put enough time in, you can really do some stuff. And listen, I'll be honest with y'all. I don't know what's going to happen at this point for other people who might also unironically use Annie or any other future bot to replace their need for human-to-human romantic experiences. We talk about how people are really lonely nowadays. You know, that's why I said earlier, some of you guys might be genuinely interested in something like this. It feels very real. If this makes people happy, then so be it. I just am, I'm stunned to see something like this, because now for the first time, I'm a little bit concerned about where we are going at this point. AI never scared me in the past. I thought it was great and a great idea. I like seeing the innovation. I like seeing what we're using it for. I know some people, they don't like AI because of, you know, art and all this stuff and yada yada. It's making people lazy, sure, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, get mad at planes flying over the house too. You know, but just get mad at everything in life. Whatever. You're not going to stop these AI going crazy at this point. You know what I'm saying? You're just going to get mad at the inevitable. But like, I don't know. I'm not sure. This is a little bit getting too. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I can't find the right words. I'm just more curious and worried what can be done next. You know, what are we gonna do next? Hey, I enjoy my grok. I do talk to it about personal things sometimes, from time to time, but I mostly just use it as a tool. I can't imagine going this far though. Maybe I should. I don't know. Maybe I should talk to Annie on my phone. I haven't, because I opened her up once. Never used it again because I was like, this is weird. And it makes me uncomfortable because my front camera was on. And she was saying how handsome I was and everything. I was like, bruh, like, what is this? I don't even know what this is, bro. Like, so I'll pass on this feature. Hey, maybe it's different. Maybe, hey, get a bad shot. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. This episode is found on Spotify, YouTube. I'm out.